Hello. My class, like they were not, they were coming late now.
Hi, yes, Tejasri.
Ma'am, I'm not able to access the TA sessions in the sense the timed assignments for Saturday.
You'll get the links, no?
Links, how do I get it? It will be visible to the left side, right under the
I'm not able to understand.
The TA assignments would be available on the right left side, right under the week 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Timed assignments. So those would be available on the left hand side, that is the dashboard or the modules. So I wasn't able to see them for.
But
Is there anything?
so timed assignment in the sense of it will be accessible only in that timing, right? Let's say if it is of 2 hours in the Friday, only it will be available during that time.
Which is Saturdays and Sundays. What time would be?
I think I'm not. Can you please check the grading document or the announcement will be given, no, for that?
You get got coffee, then you get South Indian food.
Okay. Let me check. Are you talking about this one, practice test?
No, like previous time assignments.
Time assignment will be visible only in C programming, right?
Not sure, but depending on that, I'll show you photo.
I could hear only the background noise.
Okay, am I audible now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for OPP2, we'll have to have an average in timed assignments, right, in order to be eligible for OPP2.
I think for Python.
Or is there anywhere I can specify this? Probably a Discord link where I can mention to them.
Yeah, you can just raise your query in the or Discourse also.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, proceeding further, people. So we'll be discussing the practice assignment from week 4. So as it's a revision session, okay. So here is the first question. So slicing in list works in exactly the same manner as slicing in the strings. So here they have given that P is a non-empty list of length n. We wish to create a list Q that has the first n minus 1 elements in P. So then which one of the following is correct? Which is an MSQ question, people. Can you all share your answers in the either chat box or you can just mention? Yes, which are all the options are right for this question?
The first is right because that will count from 0 to p minus 1, length of p minus 1.
Okay.
Even second one is right, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, even second one is right.
And
okay.
Third one is also right.
Okay.
Fourth is also right.
Okay. So all the 4 options are right then. Okay. In case of slicing, how many parameters we can give? Like how many values we can give in that?
3, ma'am. 3 values we can give.
Start, end, and the number of steps. Total 3.
Yeah. So first start, end, and the number of elements to be skipped. So we can give 3 values in it. Okay. So here they have given 0 to length minus 1. So starting is included or excluded?
Starting is included because we start from 0.
Okay. How about the end?
Not included actually. So the first and second maybe.
Okay. So generally, if you give a start will be included, end will be excluded. Okay, end will not be included on that. Okay, so here they have given length minus 1, which means till which element it will take.
N minus 2.
Yes. So maximum it can take only till n minus 1. If it has given us length, it will take till length minus 1. But here the end one is the length minus 1. So it will take till the end element. Is that clear?
Yeah. So first and second won't be there then.
No, that is also the answer, right? Because see, here I have given us 0 to length minus 1. So let's say there are 5 elements. I'm giving us 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here it starts indexing from 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm giving us length. So length is 5. 5 minus 1, 4. So till 4 I'm giving. So 4 in the sense of it will take only till 3, which means excluding the last element, which means first n minus 1 elements are taken.
Okay. Thank you.
Is that clear? So here they have used the negative indexing. That's it. So generally, if I don't specify a starting index, it will start from the 0. Okay, so that is what is happening in the second and the fourth option. Is that clear?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am, minus 1, option C and D are also right?
Yes, it's correct. Because generally in the negative indexing, how it works? This is of minus 1, this is of minus 2, this is of minus 3, minus 4, and minus 5. So generally end index minus 1 is taken. So till minus 2, it has to print from 0 to minus 2. So all the options are correct only. Is that clear, people?
Ma'am, option D, will it start from minus 6 to minus 1 or 0 to minus 1?
It will take from the starting index, like minus 5.
Okay. If it is mentioned like 0, then it will intersect
Start from the
between
starting.
positive and negative, right?
Yes. I think when I'm handling slicing, I have told you, right? Though we have given positive negative combo, it will take it as all the indexing will be converted to the positive index, and then it will do the needed stuff. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So here is the next question, people. Loopy solution. So here, if P is a non-empty list of length n, we wish to create a list Q that has the last n minus 1 element. So which are the options are right?
And third should be correct because we are excluding the 0 here, right? So that should be the last n minus 1.
Yes. Okay, because 0 is
Also seems to be correct.
what?
None fifth also seems to be correct. Last option.
Last option is correct. So here it
Ma'am,
is.
there is some more option in this question. Ma'am, there is one more option. This is fourth one. Fifth might be correct.
Yes. First, third and fifth are right because here also they are excluding the zero and here also they are excluding the zero. Last n minus 1 in the sense of first has to be ignored, right? Zeroth index has to be ignored.
Ma'am, could you explain the meaning of last n minus 1 once again?
Okay, let's say I have the elements is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so how many elements are here?
5.
Okay, so n value is 5. So n minus 1 elements means how many elements I have to take?
4.
4 elements. Last 4 element in the sense of these things, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Which means I have to leave the first element and then I have to take the all the other elements.
Okay, I understood. Yeah, yeah, yes, ma'am.
That's why here they have ignored 0. We are taking this as the right answer. And if the I is not equal to 0, append it. If I equal to 0, it will just not append it to the queue list.
Yes, I understood.
Okay. So here is the next question. Select all blocks of code that print the following output when executed. So I need to get the output as 1, 4, 9, 60, and 25. So which of the options are right in that?
B, C, D.
Second option.
These are the options. So the question is we have to print the 1, 4, 9, 16, and 25 has to be the output.
Last option.
Yes, last option is right. Good. Then,
B, C, D, ma'am.
Second and third option.
okay, how is
Second
it?
and third.
Ma'am, second option takes the elements from the list actually. So that's right. First option is wrong because it's just doing the length from the length.
There is the
So,
index values.
yes, ma'am.
First option is doing with the index value, so we cannot take that element because based on the index only it will do. But this case, what it is happening, whatever the values I'm giving, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm taking the list element and star star in the sense of it takes to the power. That is the exponent value. So whatever the value is taken to power. So 1 into 1, there is 1 power 2, like this. And similarly 2 power 2, what is the value? 4, like that. Here they are assigning the values with 1, 4, 9, 16, and 25. So they are printing all the elements here. And this is similar to this. Here they have used the range function and here they are just extracting the element from the list and it is taking it to the power.
Ma'am, in the first option, even 0 is included, right? Like
Yes,
it's
yes,
a
yes.
question in range. If
Yeah,
length
here
of
it takes the 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 like this. Because I in range of length of I, initial I value will be of 0. 0 power 2 is 0.
0, yes,
Then
yes,
we'll get
yes,
1, then we'll get 4, then the next value will be 9, next value will be 16. But the expected output has to be 1, 4, 9, 16, and 24.
yes, ma'am.
Is this clear? So that's why the first option is not included, remaining one.
Yes, ma'am. It's clear. Yeah.
Okay. So here is the next question. Nums is a list of positive integers. Select all the correct implementation of the program that copies all the even numbers in the num. So, and also, okay, they should appear in the same order in the nums. Okay. So, which are the options are right, people?
A and D, ma'am.
Okay, how it is A and D?
And because second and third is taking index, value of index.
Yes. Okay, here the first option is like even numbers, and here I'm taking the like whatever the elements in the list we are taking that. Let's say I have the value as 1, 16, 69, and 97, and 12 here. Okay, so what this will do here, it will take for x and nums. So first value is 1. 1 is divided with, taking remainder with 2. What will be the answer here?
1 only, right?
Yes. Here I'll get it as 1. So is it a even? No. So this won't be added. Okay. And the next is of 16. Is it a even number?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And 69, will it be added?
No.
No.
And 97
No.
and 12,
Yes.
it will be added. So out of this whole list, only 2 elements are even, and that is added. So how about this? So for
Ma'am,
I,
initially they're just index numbers are used for checking actually, which is wrong.
yes. So what is happening here is here we are taking the index value, which means this is of zeroth index. So this is a even, so it will be added into the list. But actually, what is the value here? 1, which is
One
not,
actually.
yeah, which is not even. Here we have to take the even numbers in the number list, nums list. Okay. So that is why
Yes, ma'am.
it's not right. And how about this?
That is also doing semi right actually. Not right. Because initially it's just filtering using index values. Then if index is even, then it's adding that particular number.
Yes, here it is adding the index value, and here it is adding that particular number like 1 and 69, something of that sort. And here it is adding the index value like 0, 2, like these index values are added. But actually, we want the even numbers. But in this case, it may or may not add the even number. But we want only the even number. So this is also not the right answer. So this is right. And here comes the next one. Here we are checking the number in the list. So in this case, we have used the like for in function, and here we are using the range function. Okay. And in range function also, we are checking the element and we are checking for. So this is also the right answer. Okay. So here is the next question. So P is a non-empty list of distinct integer that has already been defined. Which of the following statement are true at the end of the execution of the statement code given below? Here they have given Q and R are empty list. For X and P, Q dot append of minus X. Then they are sorting the Q. Then for X and Q, R dot append of minus X. So what will be the answer here, people?
Second option.
Ma'am, second and third, ma'am.
How it is second and third?
Second option because it one second, ma'am.
Ma'am, please give a minute.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, our list is a list of descending orders. If we do this operation, we'll get in a reverse order, and P is a ascending or given order. Then both can't be equal, but all the elements are in equal, but not in same sequence.
Yes. Actually, let's take example for this as well, people. I'm just giving the numbers is 1, sorry, let me give 11, 5, 7, and 12, and 67, and 99. I'm just giving these elements. Okay. So for Excel, so this is the P list. So what I'm adding in Q? Minus of X. So minus 11, then minus 5, minus 7, minus 12, minus 67, and minus 99. Okay. So now I have to sort it. So what will be the sorted list?
Minus 99, minus 67, minus 12, minus 11, minus
Yes,
7, and
because
minus 5.
this is the least number, right? Because minus 99 is the very like lesser number, and then minus 67, then minus 12, then minus 11, and then minus 7. At last, minus 5 is the bigger number. I have sorted it. Then for X and Q, or dot append of X. So minus of X means minus 99 will be added as 99, then 67, 12, 11, 7, and 5. So R is a list of elements sorted in the decreasing order. Is it so?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So this will be the correct answer. And next is ascending order. It cannot be. So this is not the option. And here they are mentioning that P is always equal to R. That is P equal to R returns the value true. Actually, whatever the values in the R is in the same P as well. And every element in P is present in R, but not necessarily in the same sequence. Actually, both are in the different segments. I mean, like both the values are same, but the order is different. So we
Ma'am,
cannot say
uh,
this.
first option will be right only if the index places of R is also equal to P, then only is it correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, we cannot say it is a true value. So here, whatever the value is present in the P will be in the R, but it will not be in the same sequence. Okay. So yeah, here is the next question. So which of the following is the, I mean, like what is the output of the following snippet code? Okay. P is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Q equal to P. P dot append of 4. Print P, print Q. So which of the options will be right?
Last option.
Ma'am, both
Yes,
last
ma'am. Both will be same because if we change the value of list, then also it will the changed value of list will also retain the original value.
Okay. So what will be the difference? What is the difference between the deep copy and shallow copy?
Ma'am, could you repeat your statement?
What is the difference between the deep copy and shallow copy?
Ma'am, I'm listening first time these terms.
It
Like,
would be mentioned, no, in case of copying the list and all.
Yeah, shallow copy means a list will be created, but still it will whatever modifications in the original list will happen in the shallow copy also.
Yes.
Deep copy. Yes.
Ma'am, it is stored in a different location, ma'am. Stored in a different location.
That is
okay, temporary. Okay, I understood. I'm sorry, I have not listened the terminology like in the class, ma'am. So I was confused.
okay, okay. So we'll just give it as dot copy of method and dot deep copy of method. So dot deep copy in the sense of whatever the changes you do in the copy will not affect the original one. Shallow copy is like whatever the changes you are doing in the copy that will be reflected in the original also. Okay, so deep copy is nothing but it is a different copy, like it is an independent one where it is not getting affected. Okay,
Understood, ma'am. Yes, yes.
great.
I don't remember the names, but I understood the functions of them.
Okay, great. So here we are just giving the Q equal to P, which means whatever the values in the P will be taken to the Q also. So if I add the element in P, that will be changed in the Q as well. Okay, so this will be the output. Okay, here is the next question. This is using the mutability while copying the list. So here we have a function named copy that accepts the list P as argument and returns a copy of it named Q, such that the two we have to take P and Q point to the two different lists. So which of the options are right here?
Ma'am, all the options?
How all the options?
Uh, Ma'am, it's theory part, I guess. If we want like what you said, deep copy,
Mm.
then we no, 3 to 4 functions are given actually. Like list of p is used and even slicing used and copy
Yes,
dot copy is also used.
yes. The same
The
thing.
last one is like manual copying.
Okay. Okay. So here also all the answers are right. All the options are correct because first one is just giving the p dot copy of method. So we are copying it to the like whatever the list we are just making it, it will be copied to the queue. Okay. And here we are just doing the p colon. I mean, like starting and ending is not given. So what does it mean? The whole list will be taken. And here they are using the list of method to copy copy it to the queue.
But
And
isn't the first option just shallow copy, ma'am?
what?
The first option seems to be only shallow copy, right?
Yes.
Whereas what is given is that is modifying P should not modify Q and vice versa. That is there in the question, right?
I'm not getting your point.
Ma'am, she's saying first option is shallow copying. Since question is asked, we have to do deep copying. So uh, she's saying first option is wrong.
Okay. Let's say that. 1 minute.
And also it's mentioned Q, but there's no mention of Q in the other options, so I thought it was only 4. I don't know about that part.
Because here they are just like all these are stored in the list. Like let's say here we are giving it in the function and the function returns the queue. I mean, like that will be stored in the queue of that sort.
But where is Q, man, in that?
In the main method, I think so. It will be like given as okay. Let me just try it as well. I hope my screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's say I'm just giving some random elements like this. Okay. So now let's say, as you mentioned, if I just give it as dot copy of, let's say I'm giving q is equal to p dot copy of method, and then I'm giving as p dot append of 7, and I'm printing the p, and then I'm printing the q value. Okay. Let me just execute it here. Okay. So what is happening here now? Can you see this? Let's say I'm just giving us q dot append of 7. So now it is appended only in the queue.
So this is a deep copy, is it?
Yes. But generally, if I just give dot copy of method, it will be used for the shallow copy. But its behavior is little different when it depends on which place we are using. Let's say if I'm passing the object to a function, then it will be acting as a like deep copy. Okay.
Ma'am, I couldn't catch up. Once could you repeat what was the discussion, ma'am?
Like if I just give a dot copy of method, what it will do generally? If I make any changes, it will affect both the list, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What
It
is the
dep-
case where it will
No,
append modify both
it
the
won't affect, right?
dot copy? Because I remember seeing copy dot deep copy as a function. Now this is I thought this was shallow copy always.
yes, actually, dot copies of it's a shallow copy only, but it depends on which function. I mean, like which if I'm passing the object then and all, it will be its functionality will differ.
Uh-huh. So in which case this will become shallow copy and it will modify both the lists. What is the situation where that will happen?
In case of
Okay.
nested list, I think.
Let's say I'm giving the value as p of 1, 2, and 3, 4. So I have copied it, and then I'm giving us p of 1, 1 is 100. Okay. Can you see the difference here?
Oh, so it's a mutable list, so it is letting it copy, is it?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
That is what I said. It depends on which which functionality you are trying to use. Based on that, it will change.
Okay, so the previous
Ma'am,
one was tuples, so it did not
Not a tuple. That is also a list, but
only.
there is
ma'am, the inside list is mutable, so that's why it is just changing, right?
Got it.
yes.
Yeah.
Outside, if we change, like if we don't give two indices over there instead of p of one, if only one sort of index is given to which is changed to 100, it won't change, right?
Yes.
Once could you just
Um,
practically do it, ma'am?
yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. Now I understand, ma'am. The
That
inside, then how to even, ma'am, what's the code? How to to even block the mutability for inside code also? Should we again no q equal to p dot copy is also is the answer?
dot copy, dot copy. I didn't understand.
No, if I wanted to even stop the mutability of the inside list which you created previously,
Okay.
what should be the program for that? I'm asking.
You have to import a method copy.
Maybe you can use the tuples instead of list for the inside one. Then you can be able to modify the mutability. Or you can just give it as immutable list, which means nothing but you have to give it as a tuple. Then only we can be able to give it like that. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am, somewhat.
Let's say here I'm just giving as a tuple. So is tuple is mutable or immutable?
Immutable.
So by this way, I cannot be able to change it. So by that way, I can be able to avoid the mutability. Instead of list inside a list, we can give it as a list tuple inside a list.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So here also we are taking the elements from 0 to n minus 1. Like take up all the values. And here we are giving list of p. So whatever is the p, list and copy into it. And here also we are adding till the index, not the other elements. That's why here we are giving is q dot up, sorry, q dot append of x and return the q value. So that's why here all the options are right. Okay. And here is the next question, people. I hope you can be able to answer correctly, right? So, what will be the output of the following code snippet?
Option 3.
Yes.
3 option. Yeah.
Yeah,
C.
correct. Because it's nothing but similar to the previous discussion, right? Yeah. So here immutability of strings and tuples. So here which are the following snippet will throw an error?
Third option.
Yes.
Third one.
Third one, okay.
Tuple and string also, ma'am.
Strings.
Exactly. So once the value is assigned, we cannot be able to mute it. Okay, here is the next question. Sequence unpacking. So A comma B is equal to 1 and 2. So here which are the options will throw an error?
Ma'am, one small query in the last question. Since it's not like the question is not asked, sorry, the options are not asked to print the value of string. Can't that be right answer once? Yeah, or there only the print is given. Like,
Yeah, if I
print.
just give only print, it will print a new line, right? Let's say if I give it like this. See, a new line will be printed. That's it.
Okay, okay.
That's
If double equal to is given, it's just checking, right? Like, no, this is a different question which I'm asking.
yeah, double equal is for condition. I mean, like whether the right
Then
and
then it will give Boolean value which is false.
Then it will be a
yes,
Boolean value.
yes. You'll get a Boolean value because it is checking the right side and left side are equal values.
Okay, ma'am, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay, here is the next question. Which of the following code snippet will throw an error?
Third
Fourth one.
Ma'am,
3
C
and 4
and D.
one.
Yes, ma'am. C and D.
Okay, it is nothing but unzipping. So here two parameters are given, but we have three elements. Similarly, here we have four parameters, but only three elements are there. So these two will show an error. Okay, Python supports what is called a ternary operator. A if condition else A, and if the condition is true, otherwise it will print it as B. So if the condition is evaluated, first condition is evaluated. If condition is true, then the expression A is evaluated. The value of the entire expression becomes A. And if the condition is false, then B is evaluated. And the value of the entire expression becomes B. And they have given explanation like ternary, unary, and binary. And they have given that, let's take an example. They have taken some example as even if n modulo 2 is equal to 0, else the odd. So what will be the answer for this? And they have given that if it is written in the equivalent expression, if n mod 2 equal to 0, then result equal to even, or else the result is odd, print the result. So what was this information useful to you?
Yes. Is it a question?
Can we say this is some sort of functional programming?
Yes.
Ma'am, can we say this is some sort of functional programming?
Huh. which means it's nothing but ternary operator can be written like this. If I try to write it using the like if and else condition, it will be like this. That's the thing. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
That's what. And here is the next question. So write a program that prints true if the number is divisible by 5 and false otherwise. So which are all the implementations are correct?
First, second,
All of
all
them, I
are
guess, ma'am.
correct. ABC are all correct, right?
But
First,
no, but will it print false? Yes, I guess yes, ma'am. Second one, will it? Uh,
will not print, ma'am.
Oh, there is no return statement.
Oh yeah, there is a.
there is, I guess, ma'am. It will return.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it will return.
So what is the answer, people?
All of them.
All of them.
Okay, so here is the next question. So for a certain,
Ma'am,
yes.
I mean last question I can't understand option B.
See, let's say if I print n mod 5 equal to 0. So generally n mod 5 equal to 0. What will be the answer? If you give it in the if or else or anywhere,
It will be true.
it will either give it as true. If the condition has failed, it will give it as boolean false, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
That
no,
is
got it. Got it. It
okay.
will print the Boolean value. If that number is not divisible by 5, it will print false.
Yes, that is why the second option is right. Here is the next question. We need to print 0 to 9. Then which are all the options are right?
First one and third one.
Ma'am, screen is not visible.
Not visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you stopped sharing actually.
Oh my god, sorry. While scrolling, I might have stopped it. 1 minute, I'll just share my screen again. Now my screen is visible, right?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now it is.
Okay. Okay, so here it is running without any error, right? Which means first two options are right. Because the next two options will give me an error. My bad. Yeah,
The last two because they have an extra.
yeah, that is an error. Okay. So here, yeah, what is the answer here, people?
Ma'am,
0 to
option 2
9.
and 4 are incorrect because they print each new line.
Not exactly. Check the options carefully, you'll get the answer for that.
The first and second are correct. The first would only be correct because you are going from 0 to 9 actually. So you were traversing from 0 to 9.
First and third are correct.
First is right. Okay. Then is the second one
Third,
is
no, ma'am. It is not in a list. It's print. Number it prints numbers,
It will
separate
just print
lines.
the elements,
Second.
not the list.
exactly.
The third is correct
Ma'am,
because it returns me the list.
ma'am, why
Fourth
not
is correct.
fourth one? I think fourth is wrong, but I'm not able to understand the reason for fourth.
Okay. So actually what is happening here is they are printing the x for x in the range of 10. So generally, let's say if I'm giving like this. Okay.
You're also printing the X inside the list as well.
Yes. So now let's say if I give it as a print L, it will print a list as well as parallelly it will see.
Okay, understood, ma'am.
So actually what I should give is I have to take the value x for x in range of 10. So what value has to be printed and what else is the range, and then we have to give what is the condition. Okay, that is how the order should be. Can you see the difference? So print of x is
Yes, ma'am.
okay, got it right. So that is why the last option is not right. And here is the next question. Which of the following code snippet is equivalent to the above?
First is correct.
Third one.
One is the correct.
Third one.
First is right. Then
No, ma'am. Third one. It's since it's a list. First, we need to initially print the value and then give the condition.
First one will be right if we have else condition also.
Only third one.
yes, because it's a MSQ and only third one is right. See, we have to take the value from which range. What is the condition? Okay, so this
Ma'am,
is the
a small query. Ma'am, during functional programming of lists, we need to first give the last end value and then give the conditional, right?
huh.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, and here is the next question. So, if L is a list of words, write a program to create a list named P that has words which begin and end with the same letter. Select all the correct implementation of this program.
The last one is correct.
First one and last one is correct.
Yeah, the first one is correct also.
Yes, ma'am. First and fourth are correct.
For word in L, if the word of 0 is equal to the word of -1. Yeah, this is right. Okay, this won't work. And yeah.
Ma'am, could you explain why second won't work?
Okay, so this is similar to this one, right? See, first we are giving the P equal to word. So first we are checking with the condition from where it has to be. Actually, we have to give the range, then only we can give the condition.
Yes, yes. I understood, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. Oops, wait, is getting clear. Yeah. Here is the question. There is create a list of L of tuples. So we have to create a tuple inside the list, and each tuple should form a x comma y such that x plus y is equal to the 100. So here both the elements are positive, and they have mentioned, let's say 99 comma 1 is different and 1 comma 99 is also different, which means we have to print all the possibilities. Okay, so they're asking which of the options are right.
A, B, and D.
Yeah.
B.
A.
Yes.
Y in range. Oh, it's
The
not
second
given.
one is fourth one.
A and B.
A, B, and D. Okay, yeah, right. So generally what is happening here is we are just giving the range from 1 to 100. So they have given the total should be 100, which means if it is 0, we can take till 100. Otherwise, we have to take from 1 to 99 only. So 1 and 100 means 99 will be taken. If both the values are equal to, like, added to and equal to 100, then I can add it to the x comma y. So this is right. Here also the same one expanded in the looping format. Here what they are doing is using single looping, they are just x value and 100 minus x value. If it is 1, 100 minus 1 is 99 will be taken. Similarly, if it is 99, 100 minus 99, 1 will be taken here. So anyway, all the values will be taken. And here is the next question. And they have given a one more condition, that is x should be less than or equal to y. There is a one more condition added to the previous question. So what are all the answers?
Second and
is
third.
third is correct. So B and C
Second
are
and
correct.
third is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, second is right, third is right. Okay, so other
Yes,
things,
ma'am. Both of them. Yeah. Only just two.
yeah, because we have to check the addition also should be equal to 100 and x should also be less than or equal to. So these are the two options. Okay, so consider the following snippet of code. M equal to, like they have given a list inside a list, 0 for j in range of 3 and for I in range of 3. Select the snippet of code that is equivalent to the following one. So yeah, which of the options is right?
First one is done.
First one.
First,
Yes.
Ma'am, could you explain this question, ma'am? I'm confused how m of minus one append zero will occur. I'm having confusion. Could you just write how the code processes?
okay. Okay, so what happens here? So for I in range of 3, which means what will be the range of I here? 0, 1 and 2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what happens when for I is equal to 0, what happens? M is a empty list is M is a empty list inside which an empty list is created, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here what they are doing is for j in range of 3, which means again j value will be like 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so first j is equal to 1, what happens? M of minus 1. What is minus 1 here?
The last list of lists.
Hmm. So we are adding as 0 to it. Okay, and then again we are adding it only at the 0th element, like only at the end we are adding the 0, and again at the end we are adding the 0, like this. Okay, so let me just, oops, I haven't given the printf. Can you see? Let's say, let me give it as 1. So all the values will become as 1 only. Because minus 1 in the sense of in the last add 1. In the last add 1. Again in the last add 1. Is that clear?
Ma'am, it will add three values, right? Since the J for loop will go for 3 values, then
Can you see the difference?
uh, yes, ma'am.
So that's why they have given us m of minus 1 at the element.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. Once again, just could you just do that the last tweaks which you have done? Once could you run again those, ma'am? Like.
I hope my screen is visible, right? All right, people. So, sorry, instead of 0 only, I had just given us different list. So, in the minus 1, it gets added. So, again, it will just create an empty list. So, again, it will get added at the end. That is how it works. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Okay, so wish to create a list L of size n in the following content. It should have the number 1 at even indices and the number 0 at the odd indices. So if the index is even, the number 1 has to be there. If the index is odd, then the 0 has to be there. So which of the following options are right?
A
Third is
and
correct.
C.
The C is correct and A is also correct here.
Okay. So if the index is even, we have to add 1, otherwise the 0. So this is correct. Here, first has to be the range. So there is a issue here. So this is not the right answer. And here for I in range of n, if it is even, add the 1, otherwise add the 0. So this is also right. Okay, so here is the next question. What is the output of the following snippet of code? L is equal to a list, 1, 2, 3, sorry, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1 is added. Frequency is equal to word for each like L dot count of word for word in L. So which of the following will be the right? I mean, what is the
First
output of?
one. First one, right.
Yes, here we are adding it as a dictionary. Fine. We should have a word. Word is 1. What is the occurrence of it? 1 has occurred thrice. So this will be the answer. It's not a list, it's a dictionary. So this is the right answer. And here is the next question. So they are taking P is equal to 1 of 1, 2 of 2, 3 of 3, 4 of 4, and 4 of 5 of 5. So P underscore R is equal to P of key for key in P.
Ma'am, first
Option A,
answer.
ma'am. They are just reversing the key and
The key
values.
value pair are getting reversed, so one would be 1.
Yes. Generally, if I give P of key, what will be taken?
1.
Value will be taken, right?
The corresponding values of those keys.
Yes, corresponding value of the particular key will be taken by using P of key. So value is colon key in key, which means I have to take the key and I have to assign it. So what is the keys here? 1 is a key, 2 is a key, 3 is a key. So it's nothing but the ulta version. Is that clear, people?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll just help you in this, people. Let's say I'm giving a sprint of P of key is what? Let's say it's 1. What I'm getting here, people? Similarly, let's say I'm giving us 3. Can you see? We are getting the value here. So here also value colon for key in P. Key in the sense of 1. P of key means value will be taken. So option 1 is the right answer. Is it clear for you all now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here is the next question. Assume that its prime is a function that accepts a positive integer as an argument and returns true if it is a prime and false otherwise. Create a dictionary named P whose keys are all integers from 2, 100 and they have mentioned endpoint is also included, which means still 100. So value corresponding to a key should be true if the value is prime, otherwise false. So which of the following are correct?
Then both are correct, right?
P of x is equal to is prime of x. So is prime of function is true, it will be assigned with true. And here they have defined with okay. And here x in range of 2, 101.
And here also it stores in the dictionary in the form of key value pair, so that would be also true.
Yeah. So both are right. Here is the next question. Write a function named copy that accepts a list P as an argument and returns a copy of P. So which are all the answers are right?
Option B is correct because it appends the elements and adds it to the empty list Q.
Mm. Okay.
Option A is also right.
How it is right?
But it is not returning anything.
What?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. It's not returning anything. Yeah, it's not right.
Okay. Then there are still 3 more options are here.
Ma'am, uh, the option, I don't know the option number, but the option which you, down of the option which you have selected, uh, for giving append value, should we give assignment for appending? Is my
No,
doubt.
no. We'll just give q dot append.
If we give assignment also, is it right? Like
Mm,
if we give or not give, like my doubt is, I hope you understand. Uh,
yeah.
if we mention up assignment value or just the function value in appending, will that work? Is my doubt.
I'm just giving it in the function here. Copy of n. Can you see, read the error message here? So generally q dot append is the value it is adding to it. If I assign it to q, q becomes a none. So it will give me only the none values. Is that clear?
Uh, no, ma'am. I couldn't understand. Like, we need to, should we assign it or not assign?
If we assign, it is like a none type is assigned. None is assigned to q.
Okay.
Can you see here?
Yes, ma'am. So we should not assign actually.
Yes. We have to just
Okay.
append it.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Clear. Yeah.
So yeah, this is the right answer then.
The option which is first over here, ma'am. That's right.
Yeah, this is right. And then
Yes. Could you go a bit?
That is
Yes. The last option, which is giving return actually.
both
Ma'am, this down option is correct.
Last one. Last one.
This down is correct. Yeah, this is correct.
how that is right?
Well,
Because
because
it's
this is list, na? It is adding list to list. But first is adding list to an string, that's why.
but you are assigning it to a same variable, no? It should return none type.
no, I guess it won't return none type because this is not append or something else. we it's just normal addition, I guess, string addition. Over
Yes,
here,
we
not string, list addition.
yes we are actually the concatenating it, right?
No, we can't say concatenate, I guess, because this is a list appending, adding elements, list of lists.
To add, we have to write element as a list, not single element. That's the last option is correct and second last is wrong, I think.
Actually, this will not give you a right answer. Okay, because I'm trying to add a single element, that is element to a list, right? So it will show an error only. Let me
Type,
just
data type is not matched, ma'am.
yes. Okay, let me just give some values here as one, or let me just change the m values to any elements, right? Okay. Like this. Okay. Can you see here? That is not the integer to the list. So if I have given as a list, then it will work. Nothing but the append function. Is that clear? If I just give it
Yes,
as
yes,
an
ma'am.
integer, it will not show that, okay, I cannot be able to add into an element. Okay, integer and list cannot be added because Q is a list and this is of integer data type. So I cannot be able to add it. Is that clear? No, this is not the right answer. Okay, here is the next question. The Euclidean distance of a point x comma y from the origin is root of x square plus y square, while the Manhattan distance of this point from the origin is x and x plus y. So write a function named distance that accepts x and y coordinates of a point and the string named metric as argument. So if the matrix is equal to the Euclidean, then it should follow the Euclidean distance. If the metric is equal to Manhattan, then that distance has to be followed. If the metric is unspecified, then also it should follow the Manhattan. So which of the following is correct?
Uh, the third option only is the right answer.
Okay, here they are. Okay.
Because, ma'am, if we need to assign Manhattan in place of metric, and we should not even
Yes.
change its position.
Mm. Yes. So the first option, they have just given the metric. If the metric is not defined, what we have to take? They haven't mentioned that. So we cannot be able to take it. And here they have just given Manhattan. So whatever the option, if it is given Euclidean also, it will be taken as Manhattan only. So this is not the right answer. Here, metric equal to Manhattan, which means if the metric is given, take that metric. If the metric is not given, take it as Manhattan. That is the idea here. Okay, so that is the right answer. Here, whatever the option is given, just take it as a Euclidean, which is not right. Okay, because we have to take either the Euclidean or the Manhattan. So here, whatever it is, if it is mentioned as Euclidean, it's fine. If it is mentioned as Manhattan, it's fine. If it is not mentioned, it will take it as Euclidean. Actually, it should be taken as Manhattan. So that is why this is also wrong. And here, metric is equal to Manhattan and x comma y. And they have changed the parameter here, so this is not right. Okay, is that clear? Okay, and here is the next one. What is the output of the following snippet of code?
Ma'am, option D, last option.
Okay, how it is option D?
Not B, D, ma'am. Uh,
Yeah, that's what how it is option.
if we give first, then it will go to the definition of first. Then it will go in definition of first. It's given that second is given. Then it will go to second. Then second is in definition of second. Third is mentioned. So it will go and go for third. Then it will print third. Then it will go backwards.
Mm,
Then second and at the last uh, we will have a first.
yes. So actually,
Because
how it works is, let's say only the first of function call is. Sorry, I hope my writings are visible, right?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in the first of function, what is mentioned, it has to call the two. It has to do two process. One is print. Before that, it has to call the second of function. So in the second of function, what is given? First call the third of function, then print it. So only the function call is done first. In the third of what is given, only the print is given. So what has to be printed? Third has to be printed first. Okay. So first, third is printed. Then what it has to do? It has to print this function, that is second has to be printed. Now this function call is over. Then it has to print the first. So this reversed one is the answer. Is that clear? Everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. So this is basically this recursive call, right?
Kind of recursive. Instead of calling the same function, it is calling the different one. That's it. Okay. What is the output of the following snippet of code?
Error. The last one, because
Yes, ma'am, it
it's
will give an
defined.
error.
It is defined later than first. The the question is asked,
First,
then
we
the
should
answer.
define the function, then we will give it the.
Yes,
You are
ma'am.
passing arguments before defining the function.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And here is the next question. What is the output of the following code snippet? Here, sum underscore math underscore function of 2 is given.
Ma'am, 8 is the answer.
How 8 is the answer?
Uh, it's like assignment function only. It will change like shallow. What can we say, ma'am? Shallow change. Because the last one, the definition of some math function at last is of x cube. It
Okay.
will change its values.
So at
How
the
should I explain? Some deep and shallow terminology. Shallow is that the answer. Through that process, I have just told that.
Okay. Then, okay, others, what is your answer?
Ma'am, I think it is the near one. Na? If two function are of the same name, then the near one, I think last one will be executed. If two function have same name.
Okay.
the first one would be executed, right? Not the second one. So we'll have return as 2 squared, which is 4.
So actually here it follows the method overwriting method, right? Like whatever is the last defined function that will be taken, isn't it? So though it is like it will not be taken, only whatever is the latest one that will be taken. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it will overwrite the previous element. So answer will be 8. Is that clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for two questions we have the same snippet. Def welcome of age. If 0 less than age less than 18, welcome boys and girls. Else welcome ladies and gentlemen. If the welcome of 10 is given, what will be the output?
Option A.
Boys and girls, right?
Yes, ma'am. Option A is the return value.
Yes, it will just print because the print function is print is given here. So welcome boys and
Y-
girls will be printed.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Here print of welcome of 50 is given. Then
Ladies and
The,
gentlemen.
the
Second
last
one.
option. The
And
last option. None is also included because we are calling print twice. So print is a non-data type.
hmm.
Print of print.
Here print of print will be done. So whatever is the inside function that will print the value. This print will give the none element.
Ma'am, it is printing none because that function is not returning something. Na?
Huh. Yes, I think few answers is not right. Let's check what are the answers.
Ma'am, I guess the explanation where ternary explanation or binary explanation, there we need to select all the options.
And this is also wrong. It's mentioned. This is the option I have selected. Okay, this is correct only. This is also right. Yeah, here we have missed one option. Oops, I haven't clicked this answer actually. It's correct only. And here answer is right. Okay, here the answer is wrong.
Option D, right, ma'am?
Is correct because this should be given after it.
Okay, I have clicked it wrong.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we have discussed the right answers only.
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am. The last option shouldn't be selected.
Here also we discussed the right answer, but I think I have misclicked it. Here also it should be clicked, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Over here, we need to select all of them.
Anyway, here it is accepted answer. Okay, partial correct is given. I think remaining everything is right. Still one more. We have discussed all the questions, right? Yeah, this one. So this shows this is the right answer. Let's just check.
Ma'am, I guess it's wrong. The question is only wrong. It should return, like, for condition should be coming in the first, right?
Hmm. Okay, let me give n is equal to 10 here. Let me just. Oh, maybe because of else part is also there, we have to change it. It seems. Yeah. As else is also mentioned, if it is only if, we can give range and then the if function, if condition. If and else are there, then we have to give it like this. First, if one, if this is the answer, else 0 for I in range of n. Because else also we are giving some functionality here. That is why. So this would be the answer.
Okay, ma'am. Like, only in that condition, is that an exception, ma'am? To remember. Like, I'm asking for
Yes.
note purpose.
Yeah, generally we have to give the value here only if we are, so far we have discussed that only if it is if, then you can take the values from whatever the range and all, but here we are assigning the value as 1 or 0. So else also we are assigning the value. So else what value to be assigned has to be given in the starting. It's
Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
yes. So this is of week 4. So now we'll move ahead with the week 3 programming assignment. I mean the practice assignment.
Graded assignments are a bit tougher than practice assignments, actually. Like,
Okay.
we
Sure.
discussed week 4, right? No problem. Your wish, ma'am. No, I'm just saying.
Okay, if you have any doubts in the week 4 graded assignment, you can just say now. We can discuss it now. Is that fine?
Yes, ma'am. Could you get me a minute?
Yeah, sure. Others, you can also just check like which question you are finding it difficult. You can mention it in the chat box. We'll discuss those questions first. Yes, Zaman. For that, the answer is 8 only because the previous function will be overwritten.
Ma'am, could you discuss the third question of week 4 graded assignment?
Is this question right?
Yes, ma'am.
Akash, let me complete this question and then I'll just come to this question, okay? So here, assume that L is a non-empty list of positive integers. Also assume that the list is a distinct collection of numbers. That is, no two numbers are alike. Consider the following code. Okay. So here S is equal to 0 for X in L. S plus is equal to X value. Okay, we have to take a list and from there we are adding all the elements. So here it will give the sum of elements, right? Sum of array elements.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so also assume list is a distinct collection of numbers that no two numbers are like. Okay, we have to take the distinct elements. And flag is equal to false. Y is equal to -1 if X in L. X int equal to len of L. Okay, so whatever the value we are taking, we are multiplying it with the length. If it is equal to the string, I mean like the sum of the element, then flag equal to true, and Y is assigned with that X value. And the loop itself gets break. If flag
Yes,
is
ma'am.
okay, the
Ma'am,
flag.
a small query over here. It's out of the question. If break is mentioned, like if a break function is given, only the if over here over here only the if loop will be broken, or even the for loop will also be broken.
Okay, so when will you use break? Is it for looping or for the conditionals?
Uh, I'm I'm not having that knowledge.
Break,
Looping.
parse and all used inside the looping, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So here the loop is stopped. If is a condition, if is not a loop, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If is a
Yes,
conditional.
yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. While is also another loop, right, ma'am?
Yes, yes, yes. For
Okay,
and
okay.
while are the loops. For loops, you can use the break, pause, and continue.
What about nested loops?
If it is of nested loop, yeah, I'll help you with that too. Let's say I'm giving us for I in range of 6 here. Yeah, let me give it a 6. Okay, so here I'm giving us for j in range of 6, or let me give it as 10. And I'm giving us if j is equal to 6, break. And every time I'm giving the print of j, and I'm giving the print of I. So now what will happen? If there is a break, the inner loop will stop. That is, this loop will stop. Okay. Can you see here? 0 to 5 is printed, then the inner loop stopped. Then again. Okay. So what is the initial I value? It is 1. So, sorry, 0. So 0 is printed and then all the j values are printed. Okay. See, I'm just giving a print I value, comma, end equal to 12. Okay. Yeah, I hope now it is clear, right? So this is of I value and all these are the j value. When j encountered 6, the inner loop stops. So that's why 6 is not getting printed. Then a new line is created. Then the I value, that is 0, is printed. Is that clear?
Yes.
Let's say if I'm giving a break here, then what will happen? The outer loop stops. Clear?
Yeah, and continue also, right? Continue when it
Continue skips the current iteration. So if j equal to 6, it will automatically go to the next statement, that is 7. So 7 will get printed actually. Instead of break, let me give it as continue. I told you, right? Except 6, all the values gets printed.
Printed.
Because it skips the current iteration and it will go ahead with the next iterations. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Great. Okay, so here, which of the following are true? Note that the option should be true if any list else satisfies the condition given in the common data. Yeah, y will be the element in the list because we are assigning the y with the n. And y is the smallest number in the list.
Uh, no, ma'am. It's I'll give you the answer also. What I have got. It is arithmetic mean of the numbers. So option D is correct. I'm confused. Why not option the last option and why first option should be included? Like I have taken any generalized lists. So
Okay.
that's my doubt. I'm getting last option as right in generalized list also, but it's not included in the answers.
Yeah. So generally, we'll conclude the answer by taking minimum two possibilities, right? Let's check. Okay, let's say I'm giving the list as 5, 12, 69, 99, 1, 7. That's it. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here length is 6. Then I have to add all these elements. So if I add all these elements, it will be like 5 plus 12, I'll get it as 17 plus 69, 86,
155,
99 is 185 plus 1 is
193, ma'am.
plus 1 is 193. So S value was 193.
Yes, ma'am.
So here I'm taking is flag is equal to false and x in L. Let's say I'm taking 5. So 5 into 6, 30, which is not equal. Fine. So let's say I'm taking 12. What is 12 into 6? 72, which is also not equal. Then 69 into 6, which will be more than 6 or 36. So it will be maximum more than 300, 360 plus, right? It will be around
96,
400 plus. 400 plus.
36, 742. So
99
flag
into
won't be
6.
flag would always be false here in this case, right?
Yeah.
Because
So
flag will never return true here.
yeah. Let me give the value as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the length is 5. What is the added value here is 15, right? 5 plus 3
Yeah.
plus 2 plus 4 plus 1
Yeah,
will get it as 15. Length is 5 and added value is 15.
and then the
Then
flag returns true for L equals 3, I equals 3.
yes. So y is an element in the list. This is correct. Smallest number? No. Smallest number is 1. Greatest number also? No. Arithmetic mean of the given numbers in the list. So
Yes, ma'am. It is arithmetic mean only, right? 3. If we take the average,
yeah.
that
Because
that's what.
15 divided by 5 will get it as 3. So this is also the right answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Then
Option D. I think it's right.
length of L is 5. 5 by 2 is around 3, right? Is it in the third index? 0, 1, 2, 3.
No,
So,
no, ma'am. Second index actually.
yeah.
5 divided by 2. If we take that's 2.5, right?
Yeah, actually here
2.5, 2.5, like without the decimals, then it's
still
taken as 2 or 3.
either it will be here or here, right? But I have taken the
Yes,
second
ma'am.
index. They haven't given it has to be in the sorted order or nothing is mentioned. right?
Okay, now I get it, ma'am. I have taken all the sorted actually. I was getting option D as the right answer.
See, here they haven't mentioned about the sorted. That's why I have taken the elements in the unsorted element. Can you see
Okay.
5, 3, 2, 4, 1? Some random elements.
Yes, ma'am. Understand. Yeah, I understood.
Great. Okay. Any other doubt in the graded assignment of week 4?
No, ma'am.
Others? Okay. Input of, if the stock, okay. So this is for this if. Again, you are giving the if condition. So the if condition will be checked for rising, and here it is for falling. If it is stable, also you have given some condition. What is the action? Are sixth line is this one, right? Huh. If this line is executed, if the market is equal to bull, then the action will be buy. Otherwise, the action will be hold. The condition in the market is true, then hold will not. I mean, like else will not work. If line 11 is executed, then line 14 to 17, 9, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, this is different, no?
It's a
Because you have,
different.
yeah, because you have given a if condition. So if means this has to be checked, then this has to be checked, and then this also should be checked. You haven't given elif, you have given if. If means all the conditions are checked. Only if it is elif, if condition is true, elif will not be checked. If you have given if, all the ifs will be checked. Is that clear? Let's take an example here. I'm giving us n is equal to 7, or let's say n is equal to 10. Okay, I'm giving if of n mod 2 equal to 0, print divisible by 2. Then I'm giving if n mod 5 equal to 0, I'm giving us print of divisible by 5. I'm giving if of n mod 10 is equal to 0, I'm giving us print of divisible by 10. Can you see? As I have given if, all the if conditions are worked. Let me change it to elif. Now what happened? It is checking only the first condition, and other elif conditions are not checked because if is true. Is that clear?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Okay, now we can go ahead with the third practice assignment.
And then one more doubt I tested in the chat.
Okay.
I have doubted.
Yeah. 1 minute. Let me just solve the questions in the chat first. How to store the values in tuple? Like, you know, right? Where tuple has to be, is tuple is mutable or immutable?
Immutable, right?
So if I just given like this, I can be able to store the values like this. And similarly, if I have to add any value, then I have to convert to a list, and then you can convert it to a tuple. That is one way. Otherwise, you can give it as t is equal to t plus some other element like 7 comma something like this. By this way, you're creating the new tuple, and in that you are storing the 17 also. These are the ways to store the values in the tuple. Okay. All right. So what is equal to input? If it is lowercase, you are adding it to x. If it is uppercase, you are adding it to y. And if uppercase is greater, okay. What is your doubt in this?
Ma'am, how this third option is correct? Calmness.
Hmm? Which question? Which question you're talking about?
No, I am talking the same question like I printed in a comment. The options are in the comment.
Okay.
For
Trying to
calmness,
showcase
I guess.
calmness.
Okay, yeah, see. So first you have to take the lower cases and uppercase values, right? X stores uppercase or lowercase.
Which number of lower cases are greater than the number of upper cases?
Yes, X has to be equal to the lower case values. Sorry for the interruption. Yes, Y has to store the uppercase values, right? So now they are checking. So in this, all the values are of uppercase or lowercase.
Here
Lower case.
everything will be lowercase, right?
Everything will be lower in the sense of X value is absolutely greater, so I'll get the value as true, right? Is that right or wrong?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So
So
first would
next,
be true. Yeah. Second would be false.
in second, number of cases are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is of Y value. And what is the X value?
3.
1, 2, 3. So here I'll get it as false. Because X is not greater, right? And
Third
in
would
this
be
case,
correct.
Y value is only 2. And X value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, X is greater, so this is also the true value. Is that clear? And in peaceful also, X value is 3 and Y value is around 5. So here also I'll get it as true. Only for showcase, I'll get it as false. Is that clear? Okay. Any other doubt, people, so far? Yes, any doubt?
Man, in four,
Hmm? Yes. Shall we go ahead with the next week 3 people?
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
you have any doubt?
ma'am, that thing filtering mapping that I didn't understand the concept of that. Last my question is asked in week three.
I didn't understand. Could you please repeat?
Ma'am, I didn't understand. Ma'am, please scroll down.
Hmm?
No. Okay. No, not in this. It was in graded assignment. Now I am talking about in graded assignment three, ma'am. There was filtering, mapping, and I didn't understand that concept.
Okay, we'll discuss then. Which question?
Ma'am, please scroll down. Scroll down.
Yes, ma'am. Even I'm having a query about them. Half of the questions are based on that conditions.
Ma'am, this ma'am. Aggression, this. Aggression mapping, this type of questions.
15th question.
Yes, ma'am. The concept is not clear.
I think someone has to mute them because I could hear everything two times.
Ma'am, could you discuss about these terminologies, please, like in detail?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so first they have given the data processing as aggregation. So generally aggregation in the sense of like right, like sum of method, or if I have to like add it, or if I have to group by, or if I have to count, or if I'm taking the mean function, those are the basic aggregation function, like sum of, min of, max of, are said to be the aggregation functions. Okay, so if I use any of those, then it is said to be the aggregations. Okay.
Ma'am, like if no sort of, is it like a direct question? Ma'am, I'm not able to understand actually. Uh, could you once repeat once again?
Okay. So aggregation in the sense of it's like combining. Let's say I have many elements, like a list of elements. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Aggregation in the sense of taking into a one. If I add it, what will be the answer?
10.
I'll get single element, right? And similarly, if I count this value, what will be the answer? 4. So there are many, but I'm getting as 1 as the answer, right? If I want the min of, I'll get min as 1, max as 4. So anyway, instead of, if I give a many input, I'm getting 1 as the output, 1 value as the output. That is what is the aggregation.
Oh, okay, I understood. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, okay, now yeah.
Like group by, if I have to group by even an odd number, something of that.
Ma'am, like minimum of list, maximum of list.
Huh. And similarly, if I have to find the mean also, that also comes under the aggregation only. Is that clear? Yes, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. So you all know filtering, right?
Yes. Conditions.
Yes. Out of many, I'm giving some condition to like I want certain only, not all. So for that, I have to filter. So I need a filtering function for it. And next is mapping. What is mapping?
Applying a similar kind of function to every element. Use of any kind of function.
Yes, let's say you all might have learned this, right? Like if I have a list of elements, I would have given as list of, map of, int comma, input of, like this. If it is a single input, do you all remember this?
Yes.
So if it is an input with some space, take that value and map it to an integer and store it as a list. So map is, we have two parameters. I have to change one type to another type, like that. That is what the mapping does.
For every element in the list.
One will be the iterable item, other will be what has to be done. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, so in this question only aggregation and filtering, na?
Yes. Answer is also the same, no? Aggregation and filtering. Okay.
Filtering is only if else now, or if the loop, while loop, for loop, that not come under filtering now.
Filtering means only we have to give the condition check. Out of all, I want many. Out of all, I want only few. Like I have to filter it. Let's say, like in house they'll use filters, right? For filtering the curd or for milk or something. Okay, in tea
Yes,
preparation,
ma'am.
people use filters, right?
Yes,
So
yes, ma'am.
filter. So I want only the what like that liquid, not that dust or something, like tea dust. So what I'll do, I'll use the filtering. Similarly, I want only certain. I don't want all the things. I'm giving some condition because I want only those things to be done, not all the data to be processed. Simple example is I want to calculate the people who have scored the highest mark. In that case, I can set the condition who are all scored greater than 80, out of which I want more than 90, like this. In that case, do I have to check for all the people? No, right? I
Just
want to check the
Not
people.
required, ma'am.
Yeah, I have to check the people who are all greater than 80 or greater than 90. Then I'll get the people who are all in the top list, out of which who scored the marks will be the highest, right? I don't have to check with all the other elements, right? This is what is the filtering. Or if you want a grading system also, if it is of 81 to 89, they come under some grade. 90 to 99, they fall under some degree, like some grade, like that. Is that clear?
yes.
Okay, any other doubt, people? Okay, we have only 12 questions, right? Okay, we'll complete this also. Okay, what does the code block print? Here n value is given. For I in range of 1 comma 11, print n into I. So what will be the value?
11 multiples of I, right?
Option C, ma'am.
Yes, first 10 multiples of n. Because let's say n value is 10. So 10 into 1 is 10. 10 into 1, 10 into 2, 10 into 3. Those values are printed. So here the answer will be first 10 multiples of n value, because n range will not be taken. Okay, what do the printed values represent at the end of the execution of the code?
The factors of I, right?
Okay, loop takes from 1 to
Multiples of I, ma'am.
Factors of.
Factors of I. It would be the factors of I, no? So because you are taking n% I, so it would be the factors.
Okay, it takes the factors of n or factors of I.
The factors of
Factors of n.
Yes, because what are all the factors of n will be taken, right? Okay, what is the difference between factors and multiples, people?
So if A divides B, then B is a factor of A, and similarly for A is a factor of B as well.
I'm not understanding it.
So if A divides B completely, then B is said to be a factor of A. So B
Yes,
you
got
can
it.
write as K of
Multiples
A
means,
times A.
what is multiple?
So K is said to be the multiple of A because B equals K times A, where K would be multiple of A,
Yes.
which is equal to B.
If I take a 12, factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Multiples are 12, 24, 36. Those are the multiple. Here we are getting the n value and we are taking the values from 1 to n. What are the values of factors? So factors of n will be the answer. And here, select all correct implementation of a program that prints the first 10 positive numbers, positive even numbers. Then which are all the options will be right?
First step.
First one.
This first one is right.
No,
This
no,
first
no,
one
no,
is
no, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
First 10, like,
Ma'am, it will
te-
I meant
right
last.
numbers.
Yes. But first one would also be correct because you are taking from 1 to 10, right?
Okay, will it print
Third
10
one,
positive even numbers or 10 positive numbers?
Positive even numbers.
10
first
positive
10
even
positive even numbers, right, ma'am? All
Yes.
10 even numbers we need, positive, which are positive, not from
Yes.
range of
So what are the
1 to
even
10.
numbers? So 2,
Both is correct.
4, 6, 8, 10. Also we need
Third is also correct.
12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. So we need these numbers. Is it possible to access in this?
No, 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 no. Yeah.
No.
No,
It should
ma'am.
be from 2 to
Third one.
21 with
How about the second one?
second
no,
one.
no. So 1 to
No, ma'am,
19
this is
No,
was
not
ma'am.
no.
possible.
No, ma'am.
Yes. Why it is no? 20 will not be included. How about this next value?
Yeah, it is true,
Yeah,
ma'am.
that's possible. Yeah,
It is possible. And
that's
how about
possible.
this one?
And this is also possible.
Yes, ma'am.
Also possible.
Because it skips the every one element will be skipped, so every second element will be taken. That is also right. Here,
No, it won't be
No,
possible,
ma'am.
ma'am.
This will be
Count greater
count
than or
is less
equal
than
to.
10.
It should be
but
there.
check the
Less than or
number.
equal to.
Okay, less than or equal to should be there. Then only I can take the 10th element also, right? Or no, 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 no. Let's say count is equal to 0, num is equal to 2. So 0 is less than 10, condition is true. Then num becomes 4 and count becomes 1. 1 is also less than 10. So 4 gets printed. Then n becomes 6, c becomes 2, less than 10. 6 gets printed. Then print here 6. And here it will print 4. And here it will print 2.
And second last option is correct.
Yes, I think so. Second last option is also right. Because
It
here
will go
count.
from 0 to 9. So total number of count is 10.
Yeah. Because if it is equal to 10 means 11th value.
22, I guess it will go to if it is equal
Yeah.
to.
That's why I'm just checking this.
Okay, yeah, understood my mistake.
This will be the answer there. Okay. Okay. So select the code snippet that produces the following output upon execution. Square of 1 is equal to 1. It has to print in such a way. So which are all the options are right?
1.
No, one is
No,
not right
ma'am.
answer, ma'am. Could
It's
you go
1.
down, ma'am? Like, I guess the last answer. Yeah, F strings are used because it's a variable, right? We need to use F string and substitute that, ma'am.
Last one is correct, I think.
Okay, for I in range of 1, comma 6. So 1 to 5 is included. F string means we have to give the curly braces. Here, they haven't
Yeah,
given the curly braces here. So this is not the right. Here they have given the curly braces, but the value where to substitute. They haven't mentioned that, right?
yes, they have not included F string over there.
Yes. So this can be correct.
Yes, all the other options will print that only value. They will
Huh.
not print the values.
Exactly. And when does the following code terminate?
When 5 multiple is x percentage 5 is equal to 0, then it terminates.
Yes, it terminates when we input a number which is a multiple of 5.
5 and
Okay.
multiple of 10.
Or if it is a multiple of 10, right? Because here answer is given, right?
Yes, because either of this is false, so the enter turns out to be false, so it returns false. Then it won't.
Yes. And using a while loop, determine the smallest positive integer x for which the expression x square plus x plus 41 is divisible by 41. Zero, right?
Yes.
Because if I give 0, what will happen? 0 plus 41, which is divisible by 41. That is the smallest positive integer also, right?
Right. Yeah.
People, can you all able to understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. What does average represent at the end of the execution of the given below? Will it take the average of first 1000 or 50 or 51?
No, not first 1,000. So should be
Because they have given the count should be
50,
first
ma'am.
should be odd.
First
Should be
50 odd
50
numbers.
odd positive integers.
yes. Actually, here 0 to 50 is given. So then,
Total 51 odd positive integers.
yes. The average of the first 51 because 0 is also included, 50 is also included. And also they have given I should not be, I should not be divisible by 2, which means an odd value. Then that average, we have to find the average of first 51 positive odd values. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here is the next question. What is the output of the following code? Total equal to 0 for I in range of 1, comma 5, for j in range of I, total equal to total plus I.
So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, right?
Hmm.
So 9, 12, 14, 15.
So in this case, total initially 0. What is the I value initially? 1.
1.
J will be
1.
0 and
0,
1.
ma'am. 0.
So total is equal to
1.
0 plus 1, I
0
give
plus 1.
1. Then for the next time when j equal to 1,
1,
t becomes 2, right?
yes.
Sorry. Yeah.
Ma'am, the
Because,
J will be 0 only, right? Because we have range 1.
yes. So this won't be taken. So only t becomes 1. Next time I becomes 2, j becomes 0, t is
0.
equal to t plus 2, 3. Next time j becomes 1, t is equal to 3 plus
3
2,
plus 2.
5. And then when I equal to 3, j equal to 0, t equal to 5 plus 3 is 8. When j equal to 1, what is the t value, people?
9, ma'am.
Huh? Array, we have to add I value, right?
Oh, sorry. Yes, ma'am. It's 11.
11.
Yeah. Next one, j equal to 2.
14.
Okay, right. Then when I equal to 4, j equal to 0, what is the t value?
18.
Yes. And when j equal to 1,
22.
and when j equal to 2,
26.
yes. When j equal to 3,
30.
yes, 30. So what will be the output here?
30.
Yes. How many asterisk does the following code gets printed?
Hundred. No, not 100. No.
51 into
We'll get it like
Ma'am,
One.
4950.
Yes.
Sum of numbers from 1 to 100, I guess, no?
1 to 100 or 1 to 99?
99,
99.
99, 99.
So what is the value?
No, 4950.
Yes, because it's nothing but we have to take sum of n natural numbers, that is n into
N plus 1
n
divided by
plus 1 by 2. Nothing but we have to take 99 into 100 divided by 2, which means I'll get 50. 99 into 50 is,
4950.
yeah, 4950. And consider the following piece of code. How many times does the break in line 3 gets executed? Yes,
Only
how many?
once, right?
Exactly. Exactly, because it enters the J loop and there is a break. So the J loop will stop. How many times the line 4 break will execute?
Even that also one time.
Exactly.
Once.
Because the inner loop breaks, it comes out, again break. So outer loop also gets break. Is that clear? And the last question of the session. X is a variable of type float has already been defined. Which of the following could be the output of the following?
BC, ma'am. B and
Yes,
C.
ma'am, it's B and C.
Why it is B and C?
Only till
Because
two decimals are asked, right?
Yes, after point we have to give only 2f. So here one value is given, so that is not the answer. 2 is given, 2 is given. Here 3 values are given, so that also not be the right answer. We have got one answer is wrong. Which one? Determine the smallest positive integer for which the expression x square plus x plus 41 is divisible by 41.
You equated them, I guess.
What? Okay, x value.
Previously, you assumed that x square plus x plus 41 is equals to 41. That's why you got x equals to 0.
Hmm.
Then like 0 is not a positive integer. It's
Yeah,
neutral.
yeah. It starts from 1, so we have to calculate like x squares. Of course, 1 will not be divisible, so by that way we are getting 40 as the answer. Okay.
No, why 40?
I'm also checking that. Let's say 40 into 40, we'll get it as 1600 plus 40 plus 41, we'll get it as 81. So 1681. So 1681 divided by 41, we'll get it as 41, which is divisible. If it is of some other value, let's say it's 39. So 39 into 39 is 1, 9, 1521 plus I have to add 39 plus 41. I'll get it as, no, that won't be divisible, right? Divided by 41 won't be the answer. If I take 2 also, 2 twos are 4 plus 2 plus 41. I'll get it as 47, not the answer. And if I give it as 4, 4 4 is 16. 16 plus 4, I'll get it as 20. 20 plus 41, of course, 61 is not also not divisible like that. And 10 tens are 100 plus 10, 110 plus 41. I'll get 151. 151 is not divisible by 41.
But it has asked.
Okay. We need to get the smallest positive integer. Let me just write the code here. Let me give it as while of true. We have to take the expression is, okay, m is equal to x into x plus x plus 41. If of m mod 41 is equal to 0, print x and then break the value.
Ma'am, we need to increase x, right?
Mm-hmm. I have
X is
given the.
not changing, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. X is not changing. I have to increment the x by 1. X is equal to x plus 1. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting the answer is 40 only. Okay, that is the smallest positive integer, it seems. Other than that, all the answers are right, people. Okay. Do you have any queries?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have a query in GA3. Ma'am, can we come again?
Which question?
Ma'am, this ma'am 16, 17. Huh.
This is what I said, no? Like,
No, ma'am, I am asking that how filtering I understand, but how aggression mapping here?
okay, mapping is like we are splitting the.
Code is incorrect, ma'am.
Hmm?
Code is incorrect. Line number 2. What word in sentence dot split?
It should be sentence dot split.
Yeah.
Yes. Here for A in word, here we are using the filtering option. Okay. And
Yeah, that I understood, ma'am, but aggression mapping.
none of the above is also given.
Because
Right?
it's incorrect. That's why. What they did, they said, since this question was incorrect, they map all options are correct and given marks to everyone.
I will check. I'll check with these people regarding the 16th question. I'll check. Okay.
Ma'am, and 17th, again, 17th. No. Everywhere, none of the above is given.
17 has also the same problem.
Okay. 16 and 17, I'll check people, and then I'll like regarding this query, we'll inform in the next. Okay. Other than that, any other doubt, ma?
Ma'am, I have a dot in PYQ.
Okay, which one?
And that is this ma'am, 23 July, July 23 paper.
Could you please share the link of that?
Ma'am, can I share the screen?
Yeah, yeah, please.
Yeah, please.
And meanwhile, Rakesh, a map function is containing two parameters. One is a function, like what has to be done, and next is the iterable item, like a list or string, whatever it is. Okay, from the string, do the mapping, which means what function has to be done. That is what we'll do in the map function. Okay, generally, map will have two parameters. First is the function, second is the iterable item. Is that clear, Rakesh?
That's clear, Rakesh. Ma'am, here what to do? L is non-empty. This is what I'm not understanding.
L is a non-empty list of distinct positive integers. So it is not an empty one. It has a positive integers of unique elements. So that is L has at least the that is what I mentioned. There will be minimum one element and it all the values are distinct, which means no two elements of same. And L dot remove of x removes the leftmost occurrence of x in L. So what we have to do is, without any error, after a finite number of iterations in the while loop, what is the output produced by? If y in L, you have to remove it. Otherwise, you have to add that to the value. Before that, you are taking all the elements in the list and you are adding it to the value. It will not change, right? Whatever is the initial value, that will be the values, right?
Just because you're removing it and then appending it again.
But you can see in 3, 4, 5 only we are finding the value, right? In 3, we are taking value equal to 0. For x and L, value is added. That's it. So whatever the elements or in that list, at that time only, all the elements are added to the value. After that, we are not adding the values, right? In 7, 8 till 12th line. So what are the options are given?
Ma'am, the answer is sum, ma'am. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. Answer is 25. Sum of 1 plus 3 plus.
Okay, could you please scroll? Is this the starting of the question? L is a non-empty list. Is the question starts like that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, scroll.
Okay, scroll. Yes, ma'am. This is L is a non-empty integer. The answer is 25, ma'am. Answer is 25.
Because they're adding all the odd numbers, right? Because in the seventh line they have given that while of L not equal to z not equal to an empty list, you have to check for y in range of 1 to 11 comma 2. If y in list, if the one is in the list, then remove it, otherwise append it. If Y is in the list, then they are removing it, right? So whatever the change is done after that is not going to affect it anyway. Okay, I'll check with this question. I'll just take a snap of this and then I'll check with this question, ma. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, will you take the next session?
I'm not sure why. Whoever is taking,
No.
I'll tell them regarding this.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, in this question, can I say something?
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, for in the line fifth, we are adding the x to the value, so it is like adding all the elements of L, right?
Yes.
And from line eighth, it is like y in range 1 to 11, then 2. So if we take the values of y, and the while loop will terminate after a finite time, so the value should be 1, and then after that 3, then 5, then 7 and 9, like that.
Mm.
So the loop will work like ninth line will work, and the values of the in the list
Elements will be of.
L would be the value in the list L would be 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And
Yeah, then only it will like stop. Otherwise, it will be keep adding the elements. Yes.
because of
So
that, the answer will be
only.
25.
Yeah, that makes sense, Anisha.
I
Yes,
understood
because
that.
they. Yes, because they.
Ma'am, I understood
Mm,
that, but this thing, if y in L remove L dot append, that this is what I'm not understanding.
See, if it is a odd number, remove it. Otherwise, add it. If the odd number is not in the list, we have to add it. That is what they have given it from 7 to 12, right? But generally, that generally removes the value odd values from the list.
See here, it will only remove the items in the list will be only removed if they will be odd. Okay. For y, like y is an odd number, and the loop will terminate only when the list will be like empty.
Exactly. Did you understand that, Shiva?
Understood. Y in L. So, ma'am, initially L is what? Initial value of L.
That is what is she's explaining, Mercy. It's simple that like L is not. They haven't given what are the values are there. They have just mentioned it is a distinct positive integers, and it is like they haven't given. There will be minimum one value will be there. They have mentioned, okay, and we have to add all those values. That is 3 to 5. Then what they are telling from 7 to 12 is like if it is a odd, remove it. And also they have mentioned before that it is stopping at some point, right? Which means if it is even values are there, what will happen? It will be keep adding the odd values, right?
Okay, keep adding the odd values and remove.
If it is, if the value is a odd, it will remove all the values. At certain point the while loop has to stop, because it should not run into an infinite also. They have also mentioned that. So that is why we are coming to the conclusion that it will be the values of from 1 to like 9.
Okay, okay. So in L, the values are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9.
Mm. Yes. Okay. People, if you have no doubts, I'm ending the session. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.